Hey everybody, welcome back to Stamping School. I have an oversized fun fold for you using these dies, which are retiring. I'm so sad. I love these so much. This is the color and contour die set. So we're in like the third week of March. This catalog is retiring at the end of April, and this one begins May 1st. Now when you get this one in the mail, don't throw it away. It looks like a home and garden catalog. It's not. It's a new Stampin' Up! Catalog. And they're trying to say that it's fun to stamp with people, and it's fun to stamp at dusk in the garden. Isn't that pretty? So if you like to stamp at dusk in the garden with your twinkle lights on, this is perfect. But there's a lot of really good stuff in here. A lot of things retiring. And one of them is this set. I will never get rid of this bundle. I love it. I did not use the coordinating stamp set that much. There are two dies also that will cut out these flowers, but the dies, these right here and this really great stitch scallop up there, it's so great. Now they are retiring, and on April 9th, a lot of things will be going on clearance. If these are still available on April 9th, if they haven't sold out, they're going to go down in price from $35 to $24.50. So that's a really good deal on those. So I'll put all of the information and the order numbers below so you can make sure you write that down if you don't have them. This largest one right here, this big one, it looks like this, and this is a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card base, so you can see how it layers really nicely. This one right here, I always like this one a lot because it cuts these little slits in it. So you can slide paper through like a belly band. You can put ribbon through these, or slits here and here. I've used this one a lot. Really useful dies. And the other one that I'm going to use today, which is retiring also, are the artistic dies. So this bundle right here, I have used this one so much, and I use it a lot in gold. It is a beautiful leaf swag. I love it. And this big die right here is gorgeous. It's just a beautiful, like all over flower to put. It covers up a lot of the card. It's just a really great background. Now there's a stamp set that goes with it, which I have never used. It's still unmounted. Isn't it terrible? Because I love the dies so much. So you can, there is this, which is beautiful. It's very artistic looking. It's meant to look watercolored when it's stamped. It's beautiful, but I never used it. I only use the dies. And also on April 9th, these will go down to $17.50 from $35 right now. If they're left on April 9th, they'll go down 50% off to $17.50, which is a really good deal for these. All right, let me show you this fun fold, which you can do with any dies, anything. I kept playing around with this layout. I wanted something that would fit in a 5x7 envelope, and this is 5x6 1/4. I brought it down height-wise from 7 to 6 1/4, so my paper fit better because it can go in 6-inch pieces. And this big die layers right in the middle. It's really pretty. And then I just kept, this is my piece of paper, I just kept folding and folding and manipulating it until I got it just right to do the Z fold across right there. So using those scallop contour dies here and right here for little bunny inside. Not Easter, but just because I liked him. Right. This designer paper I thought was retiring, but it is carrying over. Yeah, I think it's called Countryside Inn. It's got so many patterns that for a card like this, where you're going to do a lot of different colors, this has like 5 different colors of blue in it. You want a designer paper that has at least 3 shades or 3 colors in it to do this fun fold, so you can really layer these up and make each fold look a little different. All right, so let me show you the measurements of this. And remember, you can just do a solid piece here. You don't have to have the dies. This fold will work for any designer paper in any theme, whatever you have. So I'm going to change this up. I did balmy blue here because this paper has a lot of balmy blue in it. This time I'm going to do the boho blue. change it up just a little bit. It's a big card, so you want to start with 6 1/4 tall by 10 inches wide, and then you're going to score it at 2 inches and 5 inches. The measurements are below. You can print the PDF with all the measurements on it. But you fold it like this, and then there's that 2-inch score, and it folds back. So sort of a, you know, it's a Z. That's a Z also. This is like a double Z fold because we're going to do this piece inside. The piece inside, I have it at 2 inches by 10 inches. Okay. And then you're going to score it at 3 1/2 and 6 1/2. And that's going to make your second Z. And it'll look like this. You'll have a little tab here, and you'll have a little piece here. And the longer piece is what we're going to put on the top. So it's going to look like this. All right. So I did that in navy. All right, but first we need to put a bunch of designer paper on here. This paper is so much fun. So many great patterns. This is a big piece back here because this is a 5-inch wide. So we got a big piece here. I just love it. The navy and the balmy blue and the misty moonlight, and then it's got the boho blue. It's got so many different things. All right, this one, I could put this here, but I'm gonna do that one there. And as long as you have light and dark and different patterns, it'll work. I'm gonna put a stripe down the center. I just sort of cut them up in 6-inch pieces and just started laying them out and see what looks good. And this will look a little different than the other one. This is a very subtle pattern back here. Because see, I'm gonna add something bold on the front, so I'm gonna put subtle pattern back here. So you can use any paper that has a bold print on one side and a subtle on the other, which is pretty much every Stampin' Up! Cardstock. I love that they do that. The fronts and the backs. All right, not nice. Then, here's this big piece. Oh wait, we need to do the Z fold. Now this one right here is gonna go just like that, right there. I hope you can see. Let me use this one so you can see it better. All right, this is gonna clash, but I'm just gonna show you what it looks like. So here's your piece. This one's slightly longer. That tucks just like that. So that will get glued here. And if you just glue this while it's folded, it should line up with the side of your card, and that looks like that. So it's just a little bit offset so it makes it pop out, but it doesn't fall off the edge, okay? Now if you accidentally flip it around, so if you accidentally flip it this way, that's not gonna work. If you accidentally flip it this way, that's not gonna work. So you'll kind of know, you'll just line it up and you'll say, oh yeah, that's what it should do right there. This end gets some glue on it right here. Remember that sticks out past there. And just tuck this piece under. And I'm going right in the center, right there. And you'll know you've got it over to this edge. And this one lines up here. And on this edge, I put some tape down here. And if you want to just put a little glue and then test it, it's perfect. Now, here and here, it's nice to have a little bit of designer paper here and here. It just makes it look nice. And right here where this is popping up, you can put a little glue under there as long as it's underneath and it doesn't mess with your fold here. So that looks nice. And see, there's your 2 Z's, Z and Z. Now, it's nice to have some designer paper on these just to kind of make it look a little more decorative. So I did one of the lighter ones here. And these 2 pieces are a little bit different in size. This one's slightly longer than this one. You can see it's probably ½ an inch difference. All right, we're getting there. Now this piece, the big one, is gonna go right in the center. And I just eyeball it, but I know that this little piece right here goes to that edge. Just lines up just right. And I'm gonna put my glue right to there, right in the center. I love this big die. It makes such a great statement right there. And then on this one, I decided to take the paper all the way to the edge. In this one, I did a layer on it, which was a little bit more of a pain to cut. So I'm going to stick with just the designer paper and save the weight. And layer that right inside here. Make sure my fox are not upside down. All right, hello, we're getting there. So you can see how you can do this for anything. Christmas, birthdays, anything. Anything. It's all about your designer paper and making sure it has at least 3 shades of colors in it, or 3 coordinating colors. So on this one, I did a navy leaf swag here. On this one, I'm going to do white and really let it pop. And my sentiment's going to go here, so I can put a little bit of glue down right here to kind of hold that in place, like that. And I have some sticky foam stuff here on the back. That's going to go right there using that same die that's in that bundle. There's No One Like You. This one's retiring. I'm so sad. Happy Labels. It's retiring. I have used this so much. You're probably tired of hearing about it, but I love this little just a note. I just want to hug you. You are my happy place. Yay. Thank you. Hello. Life is better with you. You're going to be amazing parents. It's like, great. You've got the biggest heart. I'm so happy you were born. There's no one like you. It's just love you and miss you. You could just do love you. You could just do miss you. It's a great set. Retiring. Now I can do little balmy blue flowers, or I can do these white ones. These come in this set also, in this die set. 3 little flowers, and then on the inside, this one will go right here. And you want something that's going to be covered up when you close the card, right? If you use the bigger one, it's going to show. See, that covers that up. I just cut a little designer paper. The bunny came out of the paper. I just fussy cut him out. And just for fun, I fussy cut one of these trees out just to kind of break up a little bit. I could make this card 5 times and each one is different just because of the different combinations of paper. Now, what else would look really cool is a little birdhouse on the front. You could do something like that. This is coming out with the new catalog. It is a great little bundle. I couldn't wait to play with it. Country Birdhouse. There's a whole suite. And it has the dies. Look how cute. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. But that would be really cute too on the front with maybe one of the papers that's a little more muted. So switch this around with all this on there. I think it'd be really fun. Maybe some wood grain paper back here. I'll be coming back in May and I'll use this bundle. Thanks for watching, and go make one. We'll see you next time. See it, learn it, stamp it.